Genre: realistic fiction. Whitewater adventure. I don't know about you, but I never pictured my family on a whitewater rafting vacation in Colorado. We had tried rafting several times before with instructors and guides. All of us liked it. I come from a family of excellent athletes, and I sometimes have to work hard at holding my own. I didn't even mind when my sister Marta, who was 14, kept correcting my technique. Because she's 3 years older, Marta believes it's her mission in life to make sure I do everything perfectly. "Nina, hold your paddle this way. Nina, plant your feet firmly," she corrects. Honestly, sometimes she's full of herself, although I guess she means well. That morning, Dad had us assemble our equipment, as we had learned. He then took us through his checklist. Only Dad could read his checklist because his handwriting was so hard to decipher. Paddles, check. Helmets, check. Life jackets, check. Buckets, check. Until everything was accounted for. Then we boarded our raft for our second solo trip and headed down the beautiful Colorado River. Mom had mapped out our route, a novice's course with just enough whitewater to make it exciting. It felt great to navigate the raft, paddling in rhythm with everyone else. Dad and I sat in the rear, or stern, of the raft. Mom and Marta sat in the front, or the bow. From time to time, waves slapped against the sides of the raft, spraying water in our faces. Suddenly, I was distracted by a bear coming out of the trees. But it turned around and began to retrace its steps. All of us must have been distracted by that bear, because in the blink of an eye, we ran into a problem. Our raft came to a complete halt. "What's wrong?" I asked, hoping I didn't sound nearly as anxious as I felt. "Yikes!" exclaimed Mom. "We're stuck on some rocks." "Maybe a river guide will come by and give us a shove," suggested Marta. However, there wasn't a soul in sight. She tried shouting, "Hello, out there!" All we heard back was an echo. To make matters worse, storm clouds were gathering. The last thing we needed now was a rainstorm. "Don't worry, folks, I know what we can do," said Dad. "It's the front of the raft that's stuck, so let's all sit in the stern. Our weight will probably shift the raft off the rocks." Carefully, Mom and Marta moved to the rear. Nothing happened. "Let's try swaying from side to side," urged Mom, looking up at the darkening sky. So we swayed and swayed, but the raft didn't move an inch. Dad even tried jumping a couple of times, but that didn't work either. Now it started to drizzle, and although no one wanted to admit it, we were running out of options. "Wait!" I yelled. I thought back to our rafting lessons. "What if we tried to lift the side of the raft away from the rocks?" I asked hesitantly. "Quick, let's try it," said Mom. We went to the front of the raft and lifted the side away from the rocks. Then we heard a little popping noise. We held our breath. "Did we tear the raft?" cried Marta. "No, we broke the suction between the raft and the rocks," said Dad, as he pushed off the rocks with his paddle. "We did it!" yelled Marta. "I mean, you did it, Nina. That was truly brilliant." "Good thinking, Nina," cheered Mom and Dad. By this time it was raining steadily, so we paddled really hard to return to land and wait indoors for the rain to stop. And how was I feeling? It's kind of hard to describe. I was on cloud 9. I felt like I could accomplish anything I wanted.